I was a behavior problem when I was growing up. I was always in trouble of some kind, energy and lashing back at life without knowing why. I was suspended several times and expelled from two high schools. I got more detention than any other kid in any school. I attended from the 7th to the 12th grade. I failed high school, dropping 6 out of 7 courses in my last year. My first real job was washing dishes in the kitchen of a small hotel. After that, I drifted from laboring job to laboring job, living in boarding houses, small hotels, or one room apartments, and occasionally sleeping in my car or on the ground next to it. I worked in sawmill, stacking lumber, and on logging crews, slashing brush with the chainsaw. For a while, I dug well. I worked as a construction laborer and in a factory on the assembly line. I got a job as a galley boy on an origin freighter and went off to see the world. For the next few years, I traveled until I ran out of money, then worked until I could afford to travel again. When I was 23, I was still working as interior farm laborer during the day and sleeping on the hay in the farmer's barn at night. When I could no longer get a laboring job, I got into sales, working on street commission, getting paid every night so I could eat and pay for my rooming house one day at a time. Throughout these early experiences, which teach me a lot about life, I continued to seek the to the question why are some people more successful than others. I was a voracious reader. I had a passion to know, to understand. I read everything I could find that would give meaning and order to what I saw going on around me. It was like a quest for me, like dawn, quite tilting at windmills with one big difference. I am intensely practical. I was looking for clear explanation of specific thing that I could do immediately to get better results. I had no patience for grand theory or abstract principles. My only of each new idea was does it works? When I got into sale, I spun my wheel for several months until I began at asking why is it that some salespeople are more successful than others. I adapt the questions wholeheartedly, reading everything I could find on selling, listening to every audio tape available, and attending every training seminar that came along. I asked top salespeople how they told how they sold and what they did to deal with the constant problem that salespeople face. I tried everything that made sense and improved on it as I went along. My sale started to increase bit by bit. In 6 months, I was the top salesperson in my company. I was soon teaching others what had worked for me, and many of them went on to be top sales people as well. When I got into management, I did everything I could find the I could find that could help me to be more effective at getting results throughout others. I used what I learned to build a sales organization with 95 people in 6 countries, producing millions of dollars in new business each month. When I decided to get into real estate development, I hit the books once more. I got a real estate license and read everything I could find on the subject for my first project, having never developed anything before. I leased out, built and sold a $3 million shopping center, and I learned everything I needed to know by studying and by asking questions of other successful developers. Over the next 5 years, I was responsible for buying, annexing, planning, developing, building. leasing and selling millions of dollars worth of commercial, industrial, and residential property. I went from a tiny one apartment with rented furniture to my own condominium, then to a house, then to an ever bigger house with a swimming pool and a three-car garage. Sale management and business so I could learn how to make a good living. I completed high school at night and by taking corresponding courses based on my life experience and a high score on the socialistic aptitude test, I gained to an exclusive admittance to an executive MBA program and spent 3 years studying business theory, majoring in strategy, planning, and marketing. I subsequently became a management consultant and used my knowledge and experience to earn or save millions of dollars. I had always been people were obviously happier and more fulfilled than others. To find the answer, I studied physiology, philosophy, religion, metaphysics, motivation, the personal achievement to deal with my personality problem. I studied relationship, interpersonal physiology, communication, personality styles. When I got married, I read and listened to everything I could find on parenting and children to improve the way I got along with people. I read books that helped me to better understand myself and the reason I felt and acted the way I did. I studied history, economics, and politics to understand more about the past and present and to learn why it is that some countries and parts of countries are more afflu- affluent than others.